if you have the opportunity to run parts of the course of the race that you're racing, I highly recommend it. I was just talking to Mary. She's running Twin Cities Marathon, and she asked me yesterday, like, what should I do for routes as my long runs get longer? Excuse me. And how do you figure them out? And visualization mindset, as you all know, because I talk about it a ton, is extremely important, especially for distance running. And if you can run parts of the course that you will be racing so that you can visualize yourself racing while you're doing these runs, it's going to help you tremendously on race day. I personally do a lot better mentally and just performance-wise overall if I know the course. I race better and I'm more relaxed when I'm running our local race and when I'm running the Fargo races because I know the course. I know where I'm running. I might not necessarily know what mile I'm at while running a Fargo race, but I know the area. It's familiar, and that familiarity is comfort to you, especially on race day. So I highly recommend looking at your course map and picking out sections that you can run for your long runs, for speed workouts, and for everyday easy runs. And while you're running, take in your surroundings. Pick out those landscape markers, whether it's a certain house that looks gorgeous to you, a building, a business, a park, a favorite tree, running through a park. Like, pick out these things that mean something to you or that stand out to you so that you can associate, okay, on race day, this is how I want to feel. When I see those pine trees over there, Molly, that's going to help me kind of really dial it back, feel more relaxed, remember why I'm doing this, push through this hard section, okay? The other thing is, and we'll talk about it more throughout your training cycle, but incorporating runs that are similar to your race course. With the exception of, if you're running into the Fargo races, they're very, very flat. So anywhere you run, you're going to benefit because you're already incorporating hills, which incorporates the strength aspect. So you're just going to fly when you get to Fargo. But the other side is, if you live in Fargo and you're doing all your runs when it's flat, we're going to have you find overpasses to run. We're going to have you find the in the parks how they have bridges that go over a road or over a pond or whatever. We're going to find any elevation that we can. If you're going to run somewhere, you're going to find elevation and you're going to get that benefit to it, okay? But remember, everything that we do in training is helping us get to race day, but race day is really the celebration of everything that we've done. I think I've showed you this before. I'm running Grandma's Marathon, and this is what I did. I printed off the map, and I put it just in a frame that I have, and I have it on my desk. So I sit down at my desk pretty much every day. I see it every single day. It has the race course up here. It has the mile markers. Some race course maps are better than others. It has the elevation change. And then right here, it zooms in and shows you the last few miles of the race. Okay, so I visualize this. When I get to Duluth before the race day, we're getting there on a Friday. The race is on a Saturday. I am going to walk this last mile. Now, I'm going to stay off my feet for the rest of the day, but I want to know, especially since there are a lot of turns, I want to know what the last mile and a half looks like of the course, because I personally just have not been into Duluth by Canal Park. I don't even know if I've been to Canal Park. We usually just go to all the parks, all the state parks, and do hiking and everything, camping. So I want to be able to see this ahead of race day. Even though it's going to be the day before, it's going to help me a little bit, okay? So if you need to print it out, if you need to save the race course as your screensaver on your computer, on your phone, somewhere where you see it all the time. This is going to help you visualize race day as well, okay? But I highly recommend, if you are able to run the course prior to race day, not the entire thing, just chunks of it, it's going to be very beneficial for you when it comes to race day. Let me know if you have any questions about that, but or if you need suggestions on when to incorporate into your training. You're like, hey, I'm doing this long run. What part of the course should I do? If you live in the cities or Fargo, even though Fargo's already passed, or Dick Beardsley, if you live in New York and you're running the New York City Marathon, if you live in Chicago, you're running Chicago, wherever you are running a race and you live close by, if you need suggestions on what section of the course to incorporate or how to incorporate it into a workout, please let me know and we can figure that out for you.